Accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability.
100%.
You can talk. I'm very big. Like, I'm very big on mental health. If you're going through something, let's talk it out. Let's figure it. Let's find the root of the problem. Take it out, and then
and proceed through exercise to go ahead and nourish it. No, yes. That's amazing. I mean, honestly, physical education has such a big part of our mental health, and it's so necessary for us. So it's good that you take it that way, and that you train everybody, with that mentality, because a lot of people, they go into the gym not knowing what they want to do.
It's scary, bro. It's scary. I trained since I was 16 years old. My dad brought me into Porky's gym in Kendall. Nice. I remember that. It was just nostalgic. Porky's. I just had a little flashback of the syringes on the floor.
Porky's even still around?
It's not Porky. I think there's like 2 Porky's, but that Porky specifically turned into a U-Fit.
Oh, okay.
So
U-Fit taking over.
Nah, I've been, I've been exposed to like bodybuilding like from a very young age. So it's like
nice. So even before being a cop, you were already training
in the mindset, but I always had an excuse, right? It was like, oh man, I'm working 80 hours a work week, and then the accident happened. I took that as a sign to, okay, let me focus on myself and repurpose everything. So
yes, okay, no, awesome. All right, so
it was kind of divine. You like that, huh?
I love that. All right. So let me ask you, so now let's talk about, we talked a little bit about your perspective with you, specifically how you train for yourself. When you get a new client and you assess them and everything, and you're going to go ahead and take that journey with them, besides the mental aspect part, what do you have like an initial exercise routine that you already automatically plug into them, or do you plan something out differently?
Well, first I do like the questionnaire, because you got to find out the medical history. But something that I've added on recently, and it's helped me gauge out the perspective, is I started reading a book from Simon Sinek. Okay. It's called Start With Why. Right? Okay. Nice. So these are the questions I ask myself and my clients. What is your why, and how to create it? What do you love to do? What do people ask you to do the most of? Why do I do this? Why do I value this over that? Why am I not happy when et cetera happens? And why am I stressed right now?
Nice.
When you find your purpose, then I'm able to gauge it better. Then I ask them to do like a why statement. My why statement is to inspire people to be the best version of themselves with peace, love, and through grit. And what's grit? What's grit mean to you?
Perseverance, pushing through, determination. Having, that mentality of not quitting.
Even though I learned all these things through bodybuilding, they're easily applicable to life.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what I want to teach my clients. Like, whatever you put into the gym, apply to your life, to your lifestyle. And does that answer your question? Yeah. I mean, the first half.
I mean, we're not going to go too technical into, going ahead and developing a workout or push-ups, pull-ups, all that stuff. Nah, like we want the methodology, because, when you're out here and you're trying to find somebody that fits you,
exactly, that fits your personality,
that you're going to go ahead and start a relationship with, because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing.
The rapport.
When you get that trainer. Remember, it's called personal training.
Exactly.
That personal aspect of training is sometimes more important than the training itself.
I feel like a lot of times personal trainers have to play like that therapist too, because like while you're working out, hey, that's when you're digging deep. That's when you're digging deep into here. And then you're like, oh man, my cat just died. Something that you didn't want to tell anybody, but you felt it because you pushed yourself through that pain, and I don't compare traumas. There's no need to compare traumas. People just talk,
Exactly.
And sometimes they just need someone to listen.
Yeah.
And most of the times that's us.
That's us.
We're the front line.
We are really, really. Honestly, sometimes I feel like, hey man, I'm not here to be your psychologist, but part of it is that's
how you develop that rapport with that person.
For sure. So what's the toughest thing about bodybuilding for you working with someone else? Not for you specifically, because obviously your injury has, causes that problem. But for you to work with somebody else, if you have to train them for bodybuilding,
you got to kind of navigate through the different personalities, right? And you got to tend to people's personalities, because everyone's different.
Right.
I think for me, it's just once I learn the person, then I'm able to kind of be a chameleon in a sense and just like blend in with that person. And now I'm focused on that person. I like one-on-one training. I don't like group training because it's just too many people. It's just too many persons. I can't be personal.
Right. You can't. No. And besides the personal part, now when we get to the training part specifically, what is the toughest thing for you to push to someone besides them getting you got them to the gym, you have them having that determination.
9 times out of 10 is gonna be the diet.
The diet.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Like just showing, like if you're a competitor, you already have the mindset that, hey, I got to go to the gym. So you're coming to the gym with that mentality already. Unless you're like very new in the beginning and you're getting sore and stuff, and that's where the communication happens. And I guess it's the first couple of weeks, I guess I would say is like the hardest. Yeah. Because it's just getting them to the gym.
Yeah. It's a new, anytime you start something new, it always takes, they say it's like, it takes like, how many times? It takes like 20 something times in a row that you have to do. I would say like 3 weeks. I would say something like that, right? 3-4 weeks or something to make something a habit. And what's the like, how usual do you train your people? 3 times a week, 2 times per week?
They vary. It just depends, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all about money. What can you afford?
Right.
Don't overbuy, you know, and because people get turned off like that. Oh man, personal training is expensive. When maybe you just need 1 time a week. Maybe you just need that someone to like, hey, do this. But you got access to me 24/7. Right. Hey Chris, what do I do now? Boom, 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 boom. You might not even need one-on-one training. Right. You could do everything online because you're knowledgeable.
Right.
How long you been lifting?
Since about 15 years now.
So you may not need me to be there. Maybe those extra days that you need that extra push.
Right. Because sometimes there's some workouts I specifically need somebody there.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I'm doing eccentric loading, like heavy eccentric loading, I can't do that by myself.
Yeah.
Because I can bring the bar down, but I'm not going to bring it back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need somebody to help me put that bar back up.
But you see, you got intention when you go in. Exactly. You know what you want.
Exactly.
Like for me, I see myself transitioning more to online coaching because for me, it's just manageable with family time and stuff. But there are clients that, hey, Chris, I need you to lift, you know, like, because I know you're going to push me past that. So that's what I'm tailoring myself to. I'm not going to shy away from the new people because I love, you know, teaching.
Right.
But like, hey, be committed.
No, for sure. I think, you know, whenever you have somebody coming in and that's new, getting them to understand that you're not just there to babysit them, you know, because one of the things I tell my people is this, I'm going off the energy you're giving me.
Thank you.
If you have low, then
I'm gonna be low.
Because I can give you as much as I can, but if there's not much coming out of you, there's not much going like back in you.
You fill my cup up, I'm gonna fill your cup up. You know? You like that metaphor?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Want some water?
Yeah, I definitely do actually. Fill my cup up now.
But you gave me that energy to fill your cup.
Yeah, for sure. I highly, you know, whenever you're going, if you know, talking to the people, if you're going out there, you're looking for somebody to help you train, just know that the intensity you're gonna put in, that's what we're coming in to put into you too.
Yeah.
And you got it, man. It's tough. It's not hard. It's not easy. And a lot of times for me specifically, my side is so technical sometimes that I have people tell me, man, there's so many things to remember. Don't do this, do that. It's like, no.
But it's like going to school again, right? Exactly. Like you got to like hit them on the hand with the ruler when they're messing up. And then it's like, ouch. But eventually it's like, oh, okay, I must be doing something right because, you know, everything. Not literally. We don't condone an abuse here, all right?
For sure. You're not paying us for us to abuse you guys.
Yeah,
that's definitely
kind of like it's kind of abuse because I mean we're
physical.
I'm gonna push you past your limit.
And you know that's something that I was talking with Jay the other day. Sometimes I do feel like I don't push myself enough, or I push myself too much, and that is one of the reasons why we need a trainer that can help us
100%.
Gauge that.
I train with other, you know, bodybuilders. I train with people, you know, I look up to. Even my trainer, myself, David.
Yeah.
It's, you want to put yourself in the position to, because you know, like, hey, like the last 2 weeks for me, I'm carb depleted. I'm empty. I'm a zombie. So I need that push. like I'm not thinking at that point. Like I'm on autopilot. Like we talked and I'm like, you know, it gets like that.
100%.
So everybody needs someone, period, in life, in the gym, you know, because I think we're stronger together regardless.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot that we can do on our own.
But we could even do more together.
But yeah, definitely.
One Piece. Yeah.
Yes.